Biso mo ko to yemba. Huh? Biso mo ko to yemba.
Sergi! Not Shal. David, yes. You tried it.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
channel. I hope you
It's
guys
actually my channel.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be so long. Hello guys.
Hello guys.
Hello guys.
Let's everyone do that.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing okay. My name is Sergine. You can call me Serge. If you're new to my channel, hey, welcome to my channel. My channel is about motivating you, becoming the best version of yourself. So go ahead and subscribe. Tell them to subscribe. Subscribe! As you can see, I'm with my...
So subscribe is press D.
So, as you can see, I'm with my lovely family today. We're in Portugal. We're spending Christmas in Portugal, and I just wanted to sit down with my family and just talk about what we've all learned in 2019. Are you guys excited for this?
Yeah!
Okay, wow, they are excited. So, we're going to go around. Hopefully, we can get 3 points from each person just to talk about what we've learned. No disrupting, please. Why are you looking at her nails?
Because she's my wife.
Okay, but she's not your wife right now, please.
What did you say?
Okay, sorry. That's Crystal, that's Mess, that's Therese, Olivier, that's my big brother, that's my wife, and then that's Tonton. Tonton means uncle, okay? And that's Tante Nanette, and that's Uncle Obed.
That's not the truth. Obed.
Okay. What's your name?
Eureka.
Abigail.
Isaac.
Yay. What's your name?
Clara. The best Charles ever. Charles David.
Salem.
Happiness.
Oh, by the way, it was Happiness's birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday to you.
Uh-huh.
Happy birthday to Happiness.
Happy birthday to you. Who shall we start with? Abed, what have you learned in 2019? The first thing, everyone's going to say 3 things, hopefully, so the video is not too long. But first thing you've learned in 2019, it can be anything.
Sometimes when we pray, we should say, God, let your will be done. Instead of asking too much, because no matter how long you pray, how hard you pray, what God planned, that's what's going to happen anyway.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you've learned that we have to ask God for his will to be done.
Yep.
Wow, that's a good one. Tante Nanette?
Life is the result of our choices.
Okay.
Because whatever you choose, you need to also know that it has implication. And the implication might be either good or bad. So you really have to when it comes to making choice, you really have to think about it so that you make the right one to be able to see good implication.
Okay, that's a good one. So, making good choices, that's what she's learned in 2019. I'm going to go to one child. Happiness. What have you learned in 2019?
Wow.
Speak up.
Yeah.
I learned
Yeah.
to just love my sister.
Wow, to love your sister. That's a really good one. Charles David, what have you learned in 2019?
I've learned about sharing.
Wow, so you learn about sharing. No, that's a good one. Okay, what have you learned, Clara?
I learned if somebody has the same name as you, you don't get jealous. You just be happy.
So if you've got the the same name with somebody, don't be jealous, okay? Just be happy. That's a really good one. Christelle, what's one thing that you've learned in 2019?
Actually, it's quite a practical one because I had my driving license in 2016, but
Yeah.
I was so afraid to drive from that moment that I'd never
Driven or driven?
Driven.
I've never driven a car.
Yeah.
I've never driven a car. But then in January 2019 was the first time that I had to drive a car, and I've been doing it since then. So yeah, that's what I did this year. That's what I
Yeah.
learned.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go to him, hoping that he will give us a serious answer. Give us one thing that you've learned in 2019.
Oh God.
What have you learned?
I've given you one thing I've learned in
To
2009.
share, to give.
To give.
I've given you one thing I've learned in 2009.
What did you learn?
You said that I gave you one thing. I
So you've learned to use an iPhone.
What have you learned in 2019, please?
Oh, ok. Je vais parler en français. Parce que on m'a dit que la chaîne ici, il y a les Français qui suivent, hein, mais aussi il y a beaucoup de Congolais, donc Tokolo va faire la lingala. But let me say it in English. What I've learned in 2019 is that human being, we need to stop playing God. The fact that human beings are trying to play God is just bringing mess to our world. So we can leave everything to God because He knows exactly what He needs for us.
Wow.
Human being trying to play God is just destroying not only our world but our human nature.
Wow, that's a really good one. I think I'm gonna go next. I was gonna say one of the stuff that I've learned, one of the things that I've learned in 2019 is to let go and let God, okay? Because I love being in control of my life. I love knowing what I'm doing, what time I'm doing it. If I'm planning something with somebody, I need to know everything that's going on. And sometimes you just have to relax and let God. Because if you let God, things are much, much easier. Because at the end of the day, if you've got a relationship with God, He will always bring you back to His will anyway. So you might as well just surrender and let God take the wheel. That's one thing that I've learned. So Chims, one thing that you've learned in 2019.
Well, I've learned that the English people are as crazy as I thought because all of them are driving in the wrong side of the road. That's for sure. They're quite crazy, you know. Another thing is...
One
You are
thing.
telling one thing and you're
Oh, you said
telling
three
the
things.
two.
No, but we said one thing at a
One
time.
thing.
Oh, so that was the joke. Okay, so you don't want the serious one.
Okay, give us the serious
Okay,
one.
the serious one.
Yeah.
I've actually learned that
You've not learned.
how
isn't
we...
it? You've learned that you haven't learned anything.
Yeah, exactly. I learned that I don't know anything at all. No, honestly, I've actually learned that how we rejoice in our rejection determines how God is going to elevate us.
Wow.
Because when we realize that a rejection is actually just a way of God guiding us, it just opens a lot many doors. Sometimes we don't think about when we don't get a job, it's actually because the job is not for us. God has something better. Yeah. So yeah, I've learned that when you surrender everything to God, He will guide you gracefully and you will be carried along the way.
Wow, that's a good one. Therese, my love, give us one thing that what you're about to give me is yours. Okay. Give us one thing that you've learned in 2019.
That I love you since
No,
the beginning.
no. Let
The
us.
Bible says.
No, it's not your turn. Everybody's always complaining about. Shh. Can you be quiet? It's serious.
This is a YouTube channel.
When your children begin to tell you off, then you know that is always funny. Okay.
So for me this year, I don't think what I'm gonna say now I've learned it. It's something that always there.
Yeah.
I love you, isn't it?
I just put it more in practice.
Okay.
How faith can just do anything.
Wow. Faith can move a mountain. Hey, move a mountain. Hey. Okay, that's a good one. Erica, it's your turn. One thing that you've learned in 2019.
I've learned to take control of yourself. I used to just be everywhere. And then I just got upset. And then one day, my dad saw me being upset, and then he just started talking to me, saying, "You just need to pray to God because God is gonna help you with anything."
That's a really good one. Abigail, what have you learned?
In 2019, I've learned to be more independent and to not give up and push forward no matter how hard it is, just to keep on going, because at the end of the day you're going to get through it and God is with you.
Wow. Hallelujah.
Did you not learn to get rid
I've shared with my robot.
Oh, what have you learned?
I've shared with my robot.
Sharing your robot. Woo!
I said
Sharing his robot. Okay, Salem,
Aye.
leave her alone.
What?
One thing you've learned in 2019.
This one isn't as interesting, but
Doesn't matter.
I've learned, to be fair, it's something that everyone says, but I didn't actually experience it for myself until this year.
Yeah.
But I've learned you can be as close to whoever, you can be with people for 5, 10, however many years, but people actually come and go. I know it's dead, man, sorry, but yeah,
okay.
I've really learned that people come and go. You shouldn't expect people to always be there.
Okay.
Obviously you have people that are there for you and whatever, but there's actually not
Terrorists.
everyone's always gonna be there for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Davinia. What have you? What did you learn? You learned the song. One, two, three. Let us all sing the song that Davina's learned. Nami tulitambe. Go on. What have you learned? Apart from the song.
This year, I've learned.
Speak up.
This year, I've learned that you need to be careful how much you tolerate, because you're teaching people how to treat you. If you tolerate so much from a person, they're going to just keep doing more stuff, and they're going to up it every time because you're allowing it. That's what you tolerate from other people. You need to have self-worth and self-respect for yourself.
Wow. Hallelujah. All right, I think everybody's given one.
You jump me.
Oh! Do you know what? No, he's not invisible.
I am.
Do you know what? No, you're not. You're not. Don't tell us.
But anyway, what you're about to say is gonna create trouble. So
no, say it anyway. Say it.
No one will create trouble.
Nobody wants to look at you.
Say it.
What have you
I won't
learned?
say it.
Say it. And you be ready for
Why are they about to fight? Okay, what have you learned?
Okay.
One thing, just one.
One thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go for free.
Okay, but after.
But free for one.
Okay.
First of all, never trust politicians.
That's one.
2, you have to really.
That finger.
Okay, no, let's do English.
Yeah.
First of all, never trust politicians.
Yeah.
Are the other two good? Yeah. Second. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. Yeah.
You're not really good with fingers. Okay.
The second one,
Yeah.
you have to really be careful who you trust.
Okay.
Because coming back to the first one, we got some politicians we died for, we campaigned for, we shouted for, we made noise. At the end, traitors. Traitors. I didn't name anybody.
He didn't name anybody. Guys, if you know what's going on
So
in
that's
Congo
what we
right now,
discovered in 2019.
The last thing you said 3. You're gonna say you said you're gonna say 3 things in one.
Yeah, you know the man.
Guys,
if you don't get the joke, you have to be Congolese for you to get the joke. But right now, it's a politician. It's a politician fight going on here. This one is for one party. This one is for the other party. So they're about. If you were in America, it'd be the shirt color. Hey! Christelle, give us the second thing that you've learned in 2019. Oh.
The second thing I've learned in 2019.
No, your name is not Christelle.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, but the thing is, you know, it takes a lot of introspection and stuff. But I think the second thing I've learned in 2019 that I'm gonna take with me learning in 2020 is that I should really learn to express myself in a very constructive way. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, number 2. I think we should do it this way. So you say number 2. What have you learned? Yeah, your second point. You're not ready. Who's ready for number 2? Okay.
He's always
Me.
ready.
I know Abigail. This one is
me,
always
me.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not ready for number 2. I don't need number 2 one now.
Okay. You don't need a number. Wow. He said he doesn't need a number 2 right now.
She said it.
I'm sick of you.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you learn? Yeah. What did you learn? The second thing you learned in 2019.
No, that's being serious. You know, I know for a long time that my wife trusted God, but just from what she said, this year I just realized how faithful she became even more. Yeah. In trusting God, and there are stuff she's been saying that is happening in our family. I just look at her of how she's been just faithful to God. You know, there are stuff somebody say, you just think about it, you say, oh, surely this is not gonna happen. But
then it
to be honest, it's just that one thing after another happening in her life. I just saw that faith in God just growing and more. So I know that she's more
My wife. Oh, that's good.
You
so
see?
you've learned that he can be serious at
I
times.
can be serious.
Okay.
Now you're not serious.
Like now.
You're weird.
Okay. I'm just gonna talk about myself. Another thing. The second thing that I've learned about myself is, honestly, I can say
second finger.
the second thing.
Ah, okay.
No finger. Okay, the second thing that I've learned in 2019 is that God really allowed me to get to know who I am. And child, when I tell you about what I am, like literally the good, the bad, the ugly, I've gotten to know my weaknesses. Yeah, I would say more my weaknesses. And it's made me look at myself like, wow, you really can't judge anybody if you yourself you're like this. And I think most times we live life and we go and we blame people in situations, and you know, and we never, but personally I never used to actually stop and look within myself. And I think this year God allowed me to get to know myself on a deeper level, and it's opened my eyes to a lot of things that I need to work on myself as a person. And some of those things were very, very ugly, I can't lie, and I would never think I would have it inside of me, but God exposed me. So yeah, I guess 2019 will be a year of me actually learning how to become a better person in the society. So next person, I think Abigail was first. So what's your second point?
My second point is that
Speak out.
My second point is that not to do things to impress others, and do things that's what's good for you.
Wow.
And I feel like this year it took me a while to really get to that, and I took more time on myself, and I took my time to become more mature, and I think I'm mature for my age, and I do things that are good for myself.
Wow, that's really good. Okay, Vivinia, give us your second point. Do you know why I like this? Because we've got older people and we've got younger people here, and I like the fact that the younger people are also getting involved and they're telling you what they've learned. And honestly, I wouldn't expect that point from you. I'm actually very proud of you for focusing on yourself. That's really good. Davina.
The second thing I learned.
Speak up.
The second thing I learned this year was that God removes to replace.
Whoa. God removes to replace.
Wow.
Explain. Explain. Begin, Nick.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hopefully didn't remove me to
Okay, go on.
Like, not even just a person, like maybe a job, something you've shown interest in. You might think to yourself like, oh wow, I've lost this person, I've lost this job, my life is over. You might be in your lowest points, but maybe not the next year, maybe not the year after, but there's always something better coming. There's nothing he'll take away that he hasn't planned to replace in a better way.
She was preaching!
Wow.
Praise God.
So impressed.
My family knows God. We thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. All right, next person, happiness. Second thing that you've learned.
Well, I learned
Loud.
to be special in my own way.
Ooh. She's learned to be special in her own way. I like it. Pass it to the person next to you. Salem.
I've learned that things will work out, like kind of what, like a little bit of what everyone's kind of said, like things will happen, and then at that point in time you're just kind of like, why is this happening? You might cry, get upset about it, but then like at one point things will work out, because obviously, like, you know, God's planned everything, so things will work out. Although you might not know what's gonna work out or how it's gonna work out, it eventually ends up working out.
Wow. We're getting a bit deep here. Okay, are you ready, Mess?
Yes. So this is kind of a personal thing, but I actually believe there's a lot of people in the same shoes.
Talking about personal things.
Let him talk.
Well, I think we're talking about personal things.
Okay, but let him speak.
Oh, okay.
We're almost done.
Okay. So I have learned that some of my biggest strengths is actually also my weaknesses, because and I think I believe there's a lot of people maybe realizing the same thing about themselves, because for me, instance, I tend to overthink quite a lot. But if I really get to the point to control where I need to think about stuff and where I don't need to think about stuff, I can choose when I need to go deeper into, let's say I'm gonna research something, or I can really use my weakness as a strength.
Yeah.
As a strength in that perspective. Yeah.
Wow. So you've learned that your strengths are your weaknesses as well.
Yeah. I just have to be aware when to use it.
I disagree with that, because sorry, I know that is yours, but I disagree with that. I might just no. On the serious side of thing, I believe if you go more of your strength can be rather than
you're right.
They can be sometime.
Okay.
Because strength are strength, but sometime they can become,
Well, like
if
too
you
much
don't,
of anything,
So the strength can become a weakness.
if it's not used.
That's a good way of seeing it.
Yeah, so it's a skill that you've been given, but if you don't use it wisely,
it can change,
tear you down, or put you down instead of putting you. Okay, that's another way of seeing it, but that's how I learned about what I learned. Yeah.
Erica.
I used to believe if everything that happens on Google, everything that I see on Google, I used to believe everything. Like, I used to believe in ghosts. I used to believe that the world was going to end in the next 2 days.
Yeah.
And then I used to be scared so much.
Yeah.
And then there was one day that I was like thinking about why do I believe in all those things, and then it just doesn't happen. And then I just look at the world, and then I just because you know where we live, we have just a beautiful view. And we see all the lights, and then I just look, and then I see that like, even when we hear about climate change, even though we hear about global warming and everything, we just need to know that that God, we do not know when the world's going to end. Scientists says that they know when the world's going to end, but nobody knows when the world's going to end. But we know that God is the only one that knows when the world's going to end. And we just need to pray to God that all those things that the scientists are saying are not true, and we know that that we'll be safe as a family and we will just continue living forever and ever.
Wow. Okay, what do you want to say? What did you learn?
I learned that if you're all by yourself, God is always there to protect you.
Wow. Yeah. That's a really good one. That's really good. Happiness, have you said your second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me say my second one.
Okay. Pass it. Give it to Tantite Chicken. What's the second thing that you've learned?
Like I said before, it's something that I knew it before, but I never really practicing. It's to accept every situation that God puts you through.
Yeah.
Because God knows you better than yourself.
Yeah.
Just accept it and allow Him to walk with you through the situation.
Hallelujah. Yeah, that's a really good one. Tontina Net.
We need to accept other people's weaknesses. Accepting their weakness and look more on the good side, or whatever good that they do to you. Because look at the time that we're spending here. We sharing love, smile, laughter, and everything. And if 2 days after or 2 months after I'm seeing you giving me the eye, I'll probably forget this time here.
Yeah.
All I'll be focused on is
the wrong
why
thing
is
that the
Sergi
person has
acting
done.
like this? And this is what happened in our relationship. And for this year, I've learned that listen, let's look more into
positive side
than focus on the weaknesses of
people. Wow.
You just learn to focus on all these good things he's doing for you, except the political side.
Has everybody else said the second point?
Yes.
Charlotte. Guys, I was relying on the daylight, but it's getting a bit dark, so we've all given 2 points about what we've learned in 2019. I really hope you enjoyed this video.
No!
What?
Guys,
Yeah?
I need to give my third point. I really need to give my third point.
Okay, go on then.
Coming back to this learning heavy, the 3 things learned. When Sergin told me about what we learned and how can I describe 2 things, that was quite difficult for me because I came to realize that we learn every single day in every single circumstance.
Yep.
You cannot move away anything from you.
Yeah.
We need to learn from every single aspect of our life. And if you look at it, I've started learning for more than 40 years ago. We need to keep learning every single day. The reason I'm saying that, next year we might be sitting here saying the same thing. We'll realize that what we've learned is not often new. So my suggestion would be, shall we keep learning?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, that was nice. It was just rounding it off. Well done. Sometimes he can be serious, but
Like
it's,
now.
guys, it's so hard.
Very rare.
It's so see, it's so hard. It's so hard to get him to sit down here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed me spending time with my family. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you in my next video. God bless you for now. Subscribe, and see you later. God bless. Bye. Merry Christmas.